Welcome to the Numerology and the Astrology for May 21st, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 12, and in the yogic system, you make everything less than 11 or less. And so you add the 1 and the 2 together and you get the number 3. So the number 3 is the number of positive mind, but it's also considered the roller coaster. And it's about noticing the duality, because you can only master duality if you can see the swings. So it's sort of like it's up, it's down, it's good, it's bad, it's all over the place. So as the wild weather internally and externally continues to increase, some of you might want to hold on tight to ride this current storm until it stops. But there are those that have the strength to turn into the storm approaching and confront the darkness that threatens our world. Either choice, you will experience the extremes that are presenting in full force. Some storms are so large that you cannot skirt the edges. This one refuses to be ignored. It intends to change the world and us with it. Perhaps that is what is going to be necessary for us to make the enormous changes that will be required. Hang on, hang tight. It's going to be a long and treacherous dark night. Okay, astrology for today. The moon is in the mood to be surrounded in comfort. The sensitivity level is higher than normal because it's in Taurus, and while you can give great empathy and a fertile imagination, it also is magnifying all emotional patterns. My concern is for those in abusive relationships, so remember to walk away from those that intend to do you harm. The moon trines Pluto and makes emotional outbursts very karmic and potentially one-sided. Things can get taken to an extreme, and know that right now, that is not the best advice. Reality needs to be checked and double-checked. Plans are not going according to plans. So now what? You are going to have to make some decisions. Traditional methods are not working. The only obvious choice is to build a path and confidence within yourself. Decisions need to be carefully measured and calculated. See the patterns and make a plan based on this new reality. You will have to let the old reality go. This is a totally new pattern and reality. It will require innovation. Time to think very much outside of the box. As the moon is in the balsamic phase, know that you need to wind down rather than rev up. Discuss your plans with those you respect. They may have insights that you cannot presently see. Older people are a gold mine of options right now. They have lived through more life and know times like these, and they are wise, so you might want to listen to those that are older. There is a Mercury-Venus alignment that happens tomorrow with the present Mercury retrograde. You might discover that you have a need to understand past relationships and what those connections were really about. Often the answer is not what you thought or what you wanted to hear, but this new perspective is helpful to get a better picture of what is essential for your growth. Okay, my quote for today. When the darkness inside threatens the light within, you have no choice but to begin again. The darkness holds the power to hate, but the light reveals what wants to obfuscate. Without the heart to guide the way, you will get lost in your own dismay. I hear the winds coming loud and strong. I know that it will now not be too long before that storm comes raging in and gives us a chance to connect within. Okay, so my blog for today. I found out yesterday that one of the lovely ladies that I teach ballet bar to, that was wonderful and generous and fabulous, and she did every dance class that was out there that she could possibly do, not just mine. She did Zumba and exercised and, all the African dance, and she did absolutely everything. She actually died, and she was not very old. I mean, she just wasn't that old, and it again reminds us that somebody can just drop. Any of us can drop at any particular moment. And so my blog today is sort of dedicated to her. So here we go. I have loved this world with all my heart. I have loved the landscapes from the start. I have loved the colors in the sky. I have loved watching the clouds drift silently by. As a child, I used to chase the rain, reaching up into the sky again and again. I squealed in delight as the thunder rose. I stood on the cliffs to watch the purple light shows. I listened to the birds at the dawn wake me up with their devoted sun song. I do not understand those that hate, or those that allow others to dictate. In any moment, one or all of us can be gone. Who will be left to sing your song? Who will remember your kindness and smile, and the things that were important and worthwhile? In memory of the dancing heart of Lily Luminere, the missing part of our three musketeers. So, like I said, many of us discovered yesterday that one of the Willits family died in her home. And, she loved taking care of stray cats and spent large amounts of her retirement to help spay and neuter them and keep them fed and healthy. And she will be missed, not just by us, but also by the many cats that she tried to help and save. She was a Scorpio through and through, emotionally courageous, and a true blue. I will miss you, Lily. I will miss your smile. I will miss your grace as you move down the aisle. I hope that in your next life you get the body you desire, one that is flexible and still filled with fire. May the time off in heaven above return to you all that you love. I will miss you, Lily. I will miss your heart. I hope to see you again when I too depart.